Hi, my name is Hung, and this is the outline to my persuasive speech. Should it be okay to own an exotic animal as pet? Having an exotic pet is a pet which is relatively rare or unusual to keep, or is generally thought of as a wild species rather than as a pet. Exotic often refer to a species which is not native to or indigenous to the owner's local and the United States, which is native to a foreign country, origin, or character, according to Wikipedia, which makes them very desirable to have. According to the National Pet Owner Survey in 2020 to 2021, 70% of U.S. households, or 90.5 million families, own a pet, conducted by the American Pet Products Association. This is up from 56% of the U.S. household in 1988, the first year the survey was conducted. Out of 90.5 million households, 19.4 million of those own exotic pet. As of March 24, 2021, each year sales in pet food and products are at 44.1 billions, medicine at 23.4 billions, vet care and products at 32.3 billions, and other services at 9.7 billions. And 25% of these statistics belong to exotic pet, according to animalpetproducts.org. So yes, America, we love our pets, and we spend billions of dollars on them each year. Now let me ask you, how many of us have pets? And how many of us have exotic pets such as spider, fish, birds, and etc.? Having an exotic pet is probably one of the coolest things that a person can own as a pet. From recognitions, admire, and curiosity that you get from others. Not only that they are unique, but not many people have them. In general, we always look for things that are different to make us stand out and unique as an individual. But today, my goal is to inform you why it's not a good idea to own an exotic pet. They require special care, housing, diet, and maintenance that an average person cannot provide. Animals suffer due to poor care. They also pose a safety and health risk to the owners and others. By removing them from their natural habitats to fulfill our pet needs, this also contributes to the animal being neglected and, most important, threatened with extinction. After listening to my speech today, you will be able to identify the three important reasons why not to own an exotic pet. By not owning or purchasing an exotic animal, we can help stop neglect, cruelty, and supporting the pet trades. The first important step is the con on why not to own an exotic pet. Many exotic pets are taken from the wilds, often less in a humane way. This causes the animal, in certain situations, extreme stress and trauma. Another drawback of keeping an exotic pet is that they require very specific care to stay healthy and happy. Since most local veterinarians only deal with domestic animal or farm animal, they don't have the experience required to deal with the health and husbandry issue that an exotic pet may develop. Here are some topics with example. Ethical concern. The animal welfare is the prime and foremost concern we must all consider. Ensuring proper care for the wild animals require a lot from anyone. Not suitable for cuddling. It is not advisable to cuddle with reptiles, birds, and especially aquatic animals due to bacteria and diseases. Some exotic animals are carnivorous. A drawback in keeping an exotic animal is that their specific nutritional needs, and every species have its own personal preference with their meaty meals. Spread infectious diseases and pests. There are lots of diseases that are fatal to humans, such as salmonella, monkeypox. They grow up. Always keep in mind these adorable animals grow up, and some species can become too big and strong to care for. You now know what some of the cons are. Let's talk about the diseases that an exotic animal carry. Many exotic animals are carrier of a zoonotic disease such as hepatitis B, monkeypox, and salmonella, all of which are communicable to human, and some can cause death. Most vets are familiar with diseases of dogs, cats, and rabbits, but not with exotics, and they would not know where to start diagnosing to treat them if they get sick. Here are some examples of the type of species and the diseases that they carry. Primates like gorilla, chimps, bonobos, and gibbons carry hepatitis B risk. Macaque monkey, 80 to 90% of macaque monkeys are infected with Hepatitis B virus, or simian B that is fatal to human. Infection can occur by being bitten, scratched, or through bodily fluids. Reptile. 90% of reptiles such as snake, lizard, iguanas, and turtle carry more serious version of Salmonella than cats and dogs, and it would be more difficult to treat, in which can cause death for adults and younger children by sepsis and meningitis. Rodents, such as rabbits, hamster, and etc., carry Hantavirus disease and tuberemia that causes respiratory problems or death. Birds carry Salmonella, ringworm, tuberculosis, and psittacosis that can cause inflammation to the brain and heart muscles. Now that I have informed you about the diseases, the last step is to talk about how dangerous exotic pets can be. Majority of exotic, especially a dangerous one like lions, tiger, monkey, and etc., is usually kept in confinement or chained up without much human interaction, which can lead into animal cruelty from neglects. By their nature, exotic animals are dangerous to their owner, neighbors, and community at large if they escape from their enclosures. Owners often attempt to change the natures of the animal rather than the nature of the care that is provided. This can cause the pet to become unstable and dangerous that can harm you and your families. According to LiveScience.com, from 1990 to 2011, 1,610 reported incidents involving exotic pets with a total of 75 deaths. According to PetHelpful.com, from 1990 to 2014, record shows that 260 cases of exotic cats attack results in injuries that were probably severe or fatal, with 89 occurrences in zoo, 60 private, 30 private exhibitor, 37 circuses, 17 sanctuary, 18 undetermined. Here are the statistic charts to prove it. These are only some of the statistics, and I'm sure that there are lots more that are unreported. So I hope I was able to help you understand how dangerous and unsafe to your health an exotic pet can be. Now that I have provided you the information and statistics, let's review what we learned. Today I share the 3 important reasons why not to own an exotic pet. First is the con. Second is the diseases. Third is how dangerous an exotic pet can be. With this information, when we own or purchase an exotic animal, this promotes sales and demands for the pet trades. Animals are captured from their native habitats and transported to various countries to be sold as pet. Even surplus animals from zoo or their offspring and backyard breeder also supply exotic pets, with outcomes like neglects and animal cruelty. Most importantly, it causes havoc to the ecosystem that can contribute to animal being threatened with extinction. So please take in consideration about what I'm trying to imply today by doing the right thing, not owning an exotic pet and supporting the pet trade markets. And thank you for listening to my persuasive speech today.